Well, hello everybody. I'm up in Haltwhistle today, on the River Tyne, South Tyne River. Just up from a campsite that I normally go to, me and the wife, with a trailer tent. So I thought I'd come up here for a day, have a walk around, get myself familiarised with the area and just show you around really. I'm going to be looking to do a recce as well, to do a solo camp up here as well, either by hammock or bivvy bag. So I'll just shut up for now and enjoy the views. I'll be showing you a nice castle in a minute as well. So let's just go for it, eh? As you can see, I've got the two dogs with us, Mitzi and Betty, because my wife's away to Manchester the day to work, so hence why I'm out the day. But there's the river flowing nice, lovely sound, and there's a bit of a castle over there. Just bear us 2 seconds, my camera action's going all over because the dogs are pulling us everywhere. We'll get a proper view of it later on. I'll take you over and have a look. I can't remember the name of it or anything, so I'll find that out if we'll go over and have a look. I think they do do's and everything there as well. I've never really been, but anyway, we're heading up that direction. We're going to have a look. There's an old World War II prisoner of war camp where they used to keep all the German prisoners. I think there's still a few buildings there, so we'll have a little look around that as well. It's been about 1.5 years since I was last up here, so we'll do a little look at that as well. Alright, so speak to you in a bit. So we're now at the prisoner of war camp. Basically this is the entrance to the POW camp 18, where thousands of German officers were held in the year 1945 to 1948. Alright, so basically that's what it is. Obviously that building over there, I'm assuming, I don't know anything about it, but I'm assuming that would probably be part of the building where the British troops probably lived as well. Alright, because as you can see there's a wall that went all the way around, yeah, and obviously they had the river on this side. Come on girls. 2 seconds while I untangle my dogs. Right, as you can see, we're now coming up to the area where the buildings were, and there's some posts here which are the remainders of one building. There's another one just up there, and then you can see the platform just behind that tree there. There's some magnificent trees here, by the way. That absolutely belters. That one there especially. You could if you climbed up there, you could probably sleep on that. Let's go and have a little closer look. Look at that tree, man. Oh, aye, there's a platform up there, man. You could easily sleep on there. That is huge. That's got to be a lot of years old. It's quite thick, that, like. It's got to be what, at least 25-30 foot thick. Look at that, man. Wow. That's a tree. And there's not just that one, there's a lot of them like it. But as you can see, just up the top there, I'll just focus in. Bit of a wall left. And this bit here as well, look. Where there's obviously been a building. And just in the distance you can see the actual buildings that are still standing. So we'll have a walk over there and have a look. But it looks like this area is now being used for keeping the sheep on. So there's feeding stations all over the place. Sheep all over, piles of feed. Come away from there, Betty. Betty's having a sniff down the drainage. I think that looks like the area I should be on. Across the other side of the river. Have a little sneaky camp in there somewhere. So I think I might walk back over later on, or see if I can get over the viaduct. So there's a viaduct right down the bottom there. I don't know if I'll be able to focus in on it, but just down that way there's a viaduct down there somewhere, if I can remember rightly. Alright, sorry about me camera getting pulled all over, but I'm getting dragged by me dogs because they're being naughty, aren't they? I used to being on the lead when they're in the countryside though, are they? Here we go. The buildings. Bits of former tractor stuff in there. And there's more over this way. Obviously there would have been loads more on here, look at. You can see all the footings for it. Yeah. Paths and that. Oh. But it's just so peaceful here, like, anyone around, brilliant. Have a really good recce of this place today and see if I can just find somewhere to dosh here. I'm not sleeping out the night, like, I'm just recceing it. There'll be a possibility of a farmer turning up, like, to check on his sheep, I suppose. So we'd have to get over there in them trees. Oh. It looks like he's using some of these buildings to keep the sheep in now as well. They've got pens and that there. And that one, look. Sorry, I'll just get my camera focused. See them? Right, I'm going to walk all the way along the back end there and I'll bring you back when I get over that end. Alright. So this area really is where all the prison camp would have been back in the day when we were fighting the Algeries. Alright, so catch us in a bit. Well, that's me over the viaduct there. I don't know if you can see it through the trees there. Alright, so I've just cut across the road. I've just been speaking to the farmer that's just there. Really nice bloke. I'm over the moon actually. What a great find this is. So, right, sorry about my camera there, I was just spinning it round. Come on, you two. Right, I've just been talking to the farmer who owns this bit of land. The bit of woods to my left hand side is part of an estate that's rented out. You get about 20 odd lads going in there shooting all the time. So he says to try and keep out of there, but if I find out where the bar is or he's on about and go in and speak to them, they might let us camp in it. But he's just told us there's a lovely field down here with some trees and that, and it's only vacant by the bull and that a couple of months a year. And he says he's more than happy for us to come and camp on it. So I'm over the moon. So I'm going down there now to have a look. What a great day this has turned out to be. I've just went and got myself permission to camp on somebody's land. No bother whatsoever. Had a good chat with him, telling him about me YouTube and about me camp I've got in Bladen and another camp in Durham, and it's just happy days. Yeah, there's a few sheep in that on here, like, but he says there's going to be a bull coming on, so I'm not bothered about the sheep. The only thing I'm worried about is the dogs though, but it's looking good. It's looking good, lads. And I'm right next to the woods and all, so I could probably just sneak into the edge of the woods as well. And then if I need any water, just come back down. I'm just going to spin you around now, and I'll just show you. It looks reasonably flat as well after you get up the little bank. But this is the woodland. I've just got a flyer something on my screen. Right. I'm just going to grab the camera with my other hand because the dogs are going to drag it all out. 2 seconds. That's the woodland there. I don't know what it's like at the minute, but it's on a bit of a slope. But if you're in a hammock and you can find a little bit of a plot, then happy days. But to be honest, there's areas there where you can hammock. You know what I mean? And just go into the woodland and get your wood. Look at this, man. This is where he's just told us where I'm allowed to camp. How's about this? Just for a night out or something. Right down by the river as well. So you got your water source. Yeah. Look at this. There's little streams everywhere. Brilliant. Look at this, man. Ideal. This is fucking brilliant. Sorry I swore there, but I'm just really happy. But I'm going to go and have a look over that part there, because that's away from all the animals. So we'll have a walk over here and see what the ground's like. And it feels alright. Oh, I wish I had brought my big tie down for the dogs now. Oh. But yeah, this is really, really good. Oh, it's a bit softer there, like. Look at this. I'm allowed to come and camp here, boys. See, there wouldn't be a problem. And even if there is a bull in the field, I don't suppose it would really bother me, like. You know what I mean? Oh. But look at this little meadow down here. Let's have a look. Might get set up down here. Come on, you two. I even just dump my bag and then gone for a little wander properly. Hi, the farmer. I just asked him if I had permission to come into this bit of land. He says, yeah, it's for public right away. You know, so there you go. It doesn't look very clean, like. It's a little bit of a stream. I'd be a bit dubious about that with the animals and that. I would rather get my water source straight from the river, but that is a water source there if you want a quick wash and that. And the meadows, a little hammock area there, man. Out the way, at the back end. You know what I mean? Brilliant. well, lads might be coming here for a bit of a camp, like into the woods, get with firewood, straight back out onto this bit. Happy days, leave no trace and all that. Right, let's go for a walk up here. I'm wondering if I should see what Betty's like on off our lead, but I don't want to risk it at the minute, like upset people. Right, I'm gonna go and I'll bring us back when I find a nicer place. Alright, so I've just spotted something a bit further down on the left. Alright, which is, hang on, use two. I'll tell you what, trying to control two dogs. Oh, there's people walking up and everything, man. Well, there's that bit of woods down there, look. That's on the edge of this field. But if it's a public right of way, that's the only problem, isn't it? Right, bring us back in a bit. Right, hello everybody. I'm smiling because I feel so happy. I found a little spot. It's going to be a lovely day. There's a few dog walkers around, but I'm not bothered. There's a nice little tree plantation here. There's loads of deadfall inside of it, so I've got loads of wood to make a nice little fire today. Obviously I haven't brought anything to dig the ground, so I'm going to have to try and make something. There's a couple of dog walkers coming down now. I've got these two off their leads, but this is where I'm going to be. Look at this water, and that here, man. Come here. Come here. Look at this. It is beautiful. This is going to be my view for the rest of the day. Just sitting chilling, so I'm going to get the dogs tied up a second because there's people coming down. Alright, but this is it, and I'm in the shade over here, and I'm just going to have a nice walk around. But I'll bring this back when I start getting set up. I've got to sort the dogs out because there's people coming. Alright, cheers. So there we are, just a quick little setup. Alright, so I've got the DD light top. It's just to give a bit of shelter really. I'm facing into the wind's coming towards us, so should have probably put it the other way, but I would rather look at that view than that view. Alright, so it's a DD light top, just on a ridge line. And I've got a turn over one down is the ground sheet, and obviously I've got all my little bits and pieces under there as well. Just keep everything together. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably go around, collect a little bit of wood and that. The dogs are quite happy just running around. There's no sheep down this end. I have to keep an eye out for them though, make sure they didn't wander off. Yeah, brilliant. So this is absolutely fantastic. This, if I can dust down here, this will be brilliant on a night time. Be nobody here. I think there's a house just up the top there, so I'll probably have to walk up there and make sure that's the farmer's house, so I'm not intruding on anybody's space. But I'll just pan you around and let you have a quick look at what I'm looking at from this river. Alright, so there you go. Nice little setup. Comfy is out in there, bit of hammock in there and everything, so I'm over the moon. A few bit of sheep running around, but there's not any sheep shit or anything down here, so they must all stay up their end all the time. But look at that, man, how clear, how lovely is that water. There's even a bit of sand and everything. I could even make a fire pit here where the sand is, so I'm not even scorching the ground. You know what I mean? That would be ideal, sitting down by the river. Bet he's into water, like, but I didn't want to jump in Betty? No. She's just kind of jump in there, like, but I'll see if there's a lower part, because that's quite deep, that, by the looks of it. Alright. It's all about the views, lads and lasses. It's all about the views. Couldn't have picked a better day. Right, I'm going to get a brew on. Betty's just nearly fell in the river. I'm coming here on Friday. Well, I think I'll be coming here on Saturday instead of going down to Camp Bob. This would be ideal for a little overnighter by myself. Be brilliant, actually. But he's been in the river. It's not as if she's going to get washed away, like, she's quite strong in any way, and there's no current there. It's not that mega deep, because I was jumping in Gerra. But yeah, happy days. I'm going to get the dog some water in anyway and get myself something to drink, because we've had nothing to drink since we've come out. Alright, so here's now the drills by now. I'll bring you back in a bit and we'll go for a wander. Alright, cheers! Right, well, what? Hello, Mitzi. Watch me table look. Hello, everybody. Right, I'm getting attacked by dogs. This is what it's like when you got two bloody dogs that just want pampered all the time. Right, how are you used to? Out of the way, come on. Go and enjoy yourselves. Right, I think my camera angle's a bit rubbish, so I'm going to sort it out. How are you? Out of the way. Right, I've got myself a brew on, my set up. I'm due to go camping down Camp Bob on Saturday. I think I'm gonna bin it. I think I'm gonna come here. It's brilliant. If it's nice and quiet on the Saturday, what I'll do is I'll come up by myself and I'll go for a walk around and look at other places as well. But to this, for me, even if I just go for a walk all day and do a couple of other things and then come back here on the tea time and get set up, even me hammock, I bring me hammock here and everything, it's absolutely ideal. And with that farmer saying I can sleep on his field, that is brilliant, absolutely fantastic. It's not as if I want to do any washing or any fishing or anything, because I haven't got a license. I'm not allowed to bring my rifle up to shoot anything because I haven't got a license. And I wouldn't bring it up in any way, to be quite honest, because I've just got it and I'd rather use that on private land where I've got permission to use it. But this is going to be ideal. My water's boiled already, so I'm just using my little Pathfinder set today. I'll just turn I've got my gas bottle where it is. Like you can see is actually, sorry about this camera, I've got it right the way down. Right, so I've got me Pathfinder set where is the day and my gas bottle, but later on I'm going to cook, and I've got a gel stove, which is army issue, so I'm going to have a test on that later on. I've already got a boil in the bag where is in a cereal bar, because when I'm done here I'll probably have a pack up and a walk into the town centre and get some chips or something before I go home. I might do or I might not, it all depends. But in any rate, I'm just going to make myself a brew and I'll bring you back in a bit. The dogs are loving it in any rate. They've got a nice little bit of open area. I've just got to keep an eye out for any other people coming. But other than that, well, then let's go. Oh, I've just nice flower. Right, come on, let's get on a little walk. Eh? There's the dogs, look. Look at this glorious weather, everybody. I'll tell you what though, when you're sitting down there in the shade, it's a little bit chilly. about here. It's glorious. I think this is where I'm going to definitely be camping on Saturday, like. It's absolutely amazing, and that's definitely going to be my fire pit down here, so I'm just hoping the weather's going to hold up for us for Saturday. And I'll be to sit here, little fire on there, no damage to any of the ground whatsoever. It's going to be sweet. And the dogs are loving it, but I'll be coming by myself. It's obviously this part of the river. I've seen some signs further up there, and I've just noticed now there's a little shack there. This is actually where people come and do private fishing. So obviously you'd have to get a license if I needed to come fishing here, but I've never fished before in my life. But if this is going to be a camping spot, I know a few lads that I go camping with do fishing. So if I can get to camp here quite often, obviously we'd have to make sure that we looked after the place properly, which we're doing anyway. It's going to be amazing. So, but since I've been sat here, I've seen about 5 people walking past with their dogs, and every single one of them's been dead nice and polite, and had a good chat as well. Just asking us what I was up to, and that I says, oh, I'm just down here for the day sort of thing. And they said, oh, the farmer comes around. I says, oh, it's alright, I've already spoke to him, like, so, and I've been given permission, so they're alright with that, like. So aye, so I'm just gonna have a little walk along here. I've got all my stuff there, like, so I'm not going to go too far, not that there's anybody around, like. I'm just going to have a look in this little shack. Oh, seeing as the dogs are there already as well. So this must be for the fishermen. Obviously the footpath goes over into the riverside. Oh, it's happy days, isn't it? Yeah. Look at this. Looks like someone's had all that rubbish in there though. That's not good. Loads of writing on the walls as well. But yeah, let's see what this notice says. Oh, it's about keeping fishing disease out. Loads of people have been leaving messages on there. What's that? Looks like the map, but obviously someone's ripped it off. Yeah, it's lovely here, like. Let's have a walk around here. Come on. Yeah, so there's a barbed wire going around here, so I'll have to be careful with the dogs. This way, Betty. Betty, come. Hey. She's got a heat, getting her head down all the rabbit holes. John, I think she's got the taste for rabbits, mate, because she's in all the rabbit holes, yeah, like. But as you can see, as far as the eye can see, all the way along the river, there's loads of little bits. So I might have a little venture all the way down there later on. I'll see how I feel, because I'm quite enjoying this peace and quiet. So, but yeah. Happy days this, like, happy days. But as you can see, in here there's rabbit dens all over the place, like. These rabbit holes, tons of them everywhere. Get some scran here on a night time, like. But yeah, it's nice. Some nice little hammocking spots, like. It's a nice day of the day, like, so I don't think I'm going to make a proper fire. But as you can see, I'm right in the middle of the trees now. It's not a big woodland or nothing, nowhere near it, but it's ideal. There's loads of nice bits of rock here as well, so I could always get some of that together. Make a little fire area. But that's where I've got my shelter there, look. And that's my view onto the river. and onto the bank over it. There must be a main road up the top there, like, 'cause I keep hearing cars every now and again going by, but that wouldn't bother me at all. And then there's loads of deadfall in here as well, bits and pieces lying around. So there's plenty here to get to make a fire on a night time if I needed one. Or even hammock in here. Make it like a little camp inside of here, so it's a bit more secluded. So some canny trees, some of them look a bit dodgy, mind, to be quite honest. There's a few leaners. So if I ever camped in here, I would actually be looking at the trees and see where that one's snapped off. And here's the sunshine coming out. But yeah, there's definitely some there's potential here for hammocking. Even come later at night. Leave home about 5 o'clock. Get here for about 6. Doesn't get dark till about 9 o'clock now. There's a farmhouse up there, like, so hopefully it wouldn't be a bother, like. But if I just keep minimum light and my light discipline, I suppose it'd be alright. But then again, the farmer says I could sleep on here, so I don't know why I'm worrying. But yeah, there's plenty wood here, like, to make fires. Oh, right. And the dogs are loving it here, like, no bother. Happy days are here again. Right, I'll have to get this battery charged up because I've went through half a battery already. Obviously, I'm doing a few different videos here as well today. I've just done a 8-question tag video that I've got off recce Outdoors. Hello Rick, mate, hope you're watching this. I've done a shout out for him on that channel, but I'll do it again because I think his channel's great. He's a lad called recce Outdoors. He does all sorts. Goes climbing mountains, goes out with his dog all the time. His dog's a belter as well. He does everything. Ground dwelling, cooking, hammocking. I think he does hammocking in any rate. Yeah, it's a good channel in any rate, and I think he deserves a lot more subs than what he's got. Alright, so if you haven't watched him, get on his channel, check him out. Right, I'm starting to go into waffle mode as well. I'm just going to go and enjoy the peace and quiet, and I'll probably set my camera up somewhere and just leave it run for a bit. Alright, waffle, waffle, waffle. See yous in a while. Yeah, so there we go. Just found on a bit of rotten wood. Happy days, and I've got a little one there. I'll not take any more. I'll just take them, and I'll see what you do properly with them. I've never really used anything like that before, but I recognised that straight away. That is that horse's hoof. Yeah, and apparently this one, if I can remember correctly, what I've learnt off the internet is if you break it up a bit, put a spark with it, it'll carry a spark for ages, and you can just wrap it up or something. Someone said you can wrap it up or something or put it in your bag. So that's what it keeps your spark going while you go for a walk from camp to camp. So yeah, happy days. We've been getting eyeballed up a couple of people on the other side of the river there. Oh, they're probably thinking, look at him tarting himself. Oh, what's that on the tree there? I'm not going to take anything else, like, just wondering what that is growing on there. Looks like bark, but it's like a bough. That's weird. Wow. Right, so I'm going to go and prepare me fire, ready for make some tea. Oh, it's a old Jewish couple. Oh, Mitzi's giving them the grief look. Right, so in any rate, back at my little base camp. Alright, I'm going to put them down there. As you can hear, Mitzi, she's a bloody yapper. Definitely, she likes to hear herself. So I'm going to go and get that sorted. She can't get to anybody because they're on the other side of the river in any rate. I'm going to grab something to eat. So I'm getting hungry now. I'm going to give the dogs some food. They've drunk 2 little bowls of water already as well. Oh, happy days. Right, it's on a waffle, so catch you in a bit. Bye. Right, so meatballs and pasta's done. So I've now got my pudding in while I eat that. And that's what it is. So it looks alright. It smells nice. So I'll bring this back in a bit and let you know what it tastes like. Right, I've even got a plastic spork out of there as well. So at any rate, yeah, what are, I think one of the lads, who was it again? I think it was Lee, the patriotic camper, Teesside patriotic camper. From Teesside he is, not Leeds, like I said on my last video. I think he had one of these. So there it is. Meatballs and pasta. Not bad that, like, not bad at all. Betty's on this ground trying to get next to me food, look at Mitzi's sitting there looking. They've just had a sachet of wet meat each and a couple of snacks, and they've got the same again for later on. So they're not getting any of this, so Betty, go away. I think this could have been warmer a bit more, but it's warm enough. Like, you can eat these cold, you know, you don't have to warm them up. I think they are nicer when you warm them though. I have tried some ration packs before in the cold, just to see what it would be like, and I didn't enjoy it like as much. I've just dropped the bit on the floor there, so whichever dog gets it first can have it. Right, this is alright, this, like. It's a bit like I think it's a, what is it? It's a beef meatballs and spaghetti. Aye. Beef meatballs and spaghetti hoops. Oh, looks like mush on the camera, like, but it tastes alright, like. I was going to bring a steak and that, but that would have mean making a fire, and I didn't really want to do that today. I'll keep it for Saturday now, for my next visit here. Seeing as I'm going to have a camp out here on Saturday night. I think I've just spat all over you there, Betty, didn't I? I normally don't video of myself eating, like, but it's alright, this. And that water so it doesn't boil away for me pudding. I'll see what that's like. So yeah, I think this is menu 13, I think it is, the meatball one. I only took the meatball and the pudding out of it. I've got the rest in my shed. I think I've got another 2 different ration packs there. I've got quite a few given, so, and I've got loads of bits and pieces left off all the other ones. I've got a big massive box with about 12 in. It's took us ages to get through them because I normally take like normal like meats and that. I can see my battery's starting to die now. So what I'll do is, I'll finish this off. I'll get me pudding out and we'll see. What that's like. But just put me rubbish in that. And then, like a good little boy, I've got a carrier bag. All my rubbish is going to go in there. So when it'll all go home, whereas I'll not leave no rubbish anywhere. I totally disagree with people that do that. I think they're irresponsible idiots. Right, let's turn that gas off. I'll put my spoon down there. Now, what I've noticed with some of these is, alright, they've got a paper with all the, see how it's coming off there? It's just paper on the outer side, some of these things, with telling you all the instructions and all that about it. Now, if I was out in a survival situation, well, anytime really, it wouldn't bother me, it's only a little bit of paper. I can see a few little floaty bits inside me water, which is paper that's come off here. Alright, but you get some fussy people that they wouldn't use that water, they'd bin it. See, now I would use that water if I was wanting a brew. There's not much of it left, like it's only about a quarter of a cup of water, but it's enough to make a brew to get you warm. Now I would use it, but I know the fact you get some people, they'll probably say, oh, I'm not using that, right? But that is, I think that is a downfall to this type of pudding. Whereas the main meal, is the main meal the same? The main meal, it's more of a, let's just get back out my rubbish bag. It's, I think it's more, it's got like a plastic coating on the top of it, so that'll be stopping that from doing what that's doing. So I think that's a bit of a letdown for the packaging. But other than that, let's see the proof in the pudding. Your knife. Just make sure I don't cut my fingers open, because it's a bit sharp. There you go. Right, it's got a little pattern in there, that must be to stop it getting thingy, so I'll bin that. Away, away, pair yous, go on, sit down there, greedy little buggers. Right, so, here we go, that's the pudding. It's a little bit lukewarm, you can see all the blueberries and all that inside. Oh, yes, that is lovely. Yeah, it's nice and soft for a pudding from a ration pack. That's happy days, that. Happy days. It's nice and sweet. And like I say, the pastry is nice and soft. I don't think it's got any chocolate in it. There you go, Betty. No, Mitzi. Mitzi will probably not eat it, like. Nah, she'll turn up. Betty will eat it, but Mitzi's turned her nose up at it. So, yeah, they're alright then. So, I know there's not much in it, in them two bits of food, but I feel reasonably full. I had a cup of tea earlier on, a little more Mars bar than these. So, yeah. If you like blueberries, you are going to love these. Really nice. Right. I'm going to cut it off here because my battery's now flashing red. Alright, so I need to get my battery charged. I think what I'll do is I'll get myself a drink of water and things while my battery's charging up and get things packed away. And then I'm going to go for a little walk around. Might as well go for a little adventure. Still got 4.5 hours before I need to start heading back home. It's about a 45-minute hour drive away from home. Okay, so I'll bring this back in a while. Right then, so that's me all packed up. It's only 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so I'm going to go for a little adventure and see if I can find some other little secluded areas. But this is an ideal little spot to come and do an overnighter on Saturday, if I find somewhere better than fair dues. But as you can see, I've left no trace apart from a bit of flat ground, flat grass. Alright, and that's it. So, pack on my back, ready to rock and roll. Alright, so I'm going to head further away from where the car is now. I think Saturday night I'll have to find somewhere else to park, but I think it might be alright there. Like, I've camped in a camping area just further up the road. I might just park it outside of there and walk a little bit further. I think it's about an extra 1.5 mile walk. Obviously I'll have a little bit more kit, whereas not unless I ground well, and then all I'll need is a sleeping bag and my bivvy bag. Right then, I've just walked all the way along. I thought it was a dead end, but it's not. Just behind this wall here is a track that goes all the way along. So I'm just going to double back about 100 metres. Betty's loving it here, like she's been chasing the rabbits all over the place. But at the same time, I've been finding a couple of little areas where I think it'd be nice to just ground well. Right down by the river. You know what I mean? So, like, you got this bank here. So all I could do is just set a tarp up here, and I'll be lying down next to there. Loads of rocks over there, so I can just bring the rocks up, have a little fire right here. Absolutely brilliant. So let's just check and see what the ground's like. It's nice and soft. It isn't wash. It's a bit lumpy bumpy, but with an airbed and that on there, that would be ideal. Even there, look, and just tarp coming over from the bank and just lie that way, and that's it. Happy days. Waking up to this in the morning, how amazing. Even further away from the footpath as well. So this is another option. And there's bits of tree behind us, dead tree, so there's plenty little bits of firewood there. Like I say, just get the rocks from over here, or even would I beat a hammock? That would be amazing if I could get a hammock up here. Foot area is not really good light, but plenty of firewood. What's it like over here, Bear Mitty? Go on, let's have a look. It's a bit treacherous underfoot, like a bit bumpy lumpy, roots all over the place. So had to watch for the fires down here, like had to put rocks, or even do it on that sand there. But I suppose, you know, good hammock. See what these are like. Seems sturdy enough. From there to there, hammock. I'm thinking about hammocking here, you know, further out the way, right next to the river, sand. for your fire. Oh yeah, decisions. I'm loving this area, like. Right, bring us back in a bit. Right, here we are on the footpath. I've had to put me on the bridge. I've had to put my dogs on the leads so they haven't gone walking off. But look at this. It's down the river. Lovely. So that's the direction that we've come from. And if I turn round, there's the viaduct. See it? I walked across that a couple of times. That takes you in from Haltwhistle town centre. And I'm going to have a look up here. I think it's all up bank there, like. I'll have a quick look over, but I think down that area is me ideal spots, like. Suppose I could have a walk along that way because I think there's another bridge further down. I will have a wander anyway. It's not going to harm us, is it? That's what I've here for, to do a recce. Oh, but yeah. I think me and Sharon have been across this bridge before. When we did, I think she got quite nervy about it. But the water's lovely and clear. Right, hello everybody. Right, I just thought I'd come up and have a better view of this estate home. I thought it looks like a bit of a castle come estate house, like. So I'll not go right up there because we'll not be any point. Excuse me, I'll just get my breath back. So that's it there. It's nice that, like. I don't know why my screen's flashing like that for. But yeah, who would live in a house like that? Yeah, that's really nice, that, like. Not really a posh car, like, is it? Yeah. Right, like I was saying, I might have a drive. Oh, me. What's going on here? That's better. Right, so I might have a drive into Haltwhistle, seeing as it's quite early, really. It was just more get out, find 2 locations, which I've done. Possibly a 3rd location to sleep out. 2 ground dwelling ones and a hammock. So happy days. I've never done a ground dwelling for a long time. So I might even do that on Saturday, I'm not sure yet. I'll see what the weight of my kit is. Not that I've got that far to walk, like, but you know, it's a bit more low profile as well when you're on the ground compared to being in a hammock. But I can see my car now. So what I'll do is, if I decide to go into Haltwhistle, I'll bring you back. There's a stone in Haltwhistle town centre, and it's supposed to be to mark the precise centre of England. So we'll have a look at that if I'm there. It's nice. It's a nice little place, like. Got a couple of nice bars. I might pop in and have a fresh, well, not a pint actually. No, I'll not tempt fate. Because the last time I was up here, I was on my bike and I had 3 pints, and I had to get the train back home. when I used to cycle a lot. I was absolutely hanging with my backside that day though. So it's a lot of hills up the Hadrian's Way. So anyway, I'll bring us back in a bit. Right then, that's us. Back in the car. Dogs have had a drink, I've had a drink. It's been a nice day. It's not over yet, like. Next time I come for a recce, I've just noticed there's a, I'll just put my keys away a second. There's a footpath that leads all the way along and up through them woods at the back there. So I think the next time I come, that is going to be a next adventure. I've just seen a lady going up there with a dog, and then I've just seen the arrows, so happy days. That's somewhere else which I haven't adventured to. Also further along that way, there's a load of nice bits of wood there, and on the other side of this river as well, see what's up the top. I think I went over there a few years ago with a wife, but I think we just walked along the actual river bank. So, and anyway, there's plenty little new adventures to be done in had here. So, I'll tell you what, I better get my car keys out and make me way. Yeah, it's been a good day. I'm sweating, but been great. Let's get these windows open, some air in for the dogs. I'll put my aircon in anyway. Right then, so I'm going to head into Haltwhistle town centre now, and I'll bring you back. What time is it now? 3:30, 2:30, so that'll be like 2:30. Right, aye. If I've got time when I get there, it's only up the road, like, we'll just see what happens. Alright. Right then everybody, I'm at the centre of Britain's Army and Surplus store. Alright, in Haltwhistle. So, we're going to go in, have a little look around, see what kind of stuff they've got, 'cause I've never seen this here before. Alright, I've been in and asked permission to video, and they've given us permission. So, let's go and have a look. Come on then. Right, so yeah, we're going to look. We've got all sorts. Snipers, suits, everything really, haven't they? We're used to. So everybody, you're out in Haltwhistle and you need some gear. This is the place to be. Hey. Oh, we've got loads of boots, look. Sorry, I won't get you on the video. There's a lady behind the counter, she doesn't want to be on the video. It's a lot of my mates, you see, they get army surplus stuff all the time, they're always looking for new places. Right. How much are you selling your Arctic sleeping bags and that for?
We've just reduced those. I'll tell you in a second. $29.99.
$29.99 for an Arctic sleeping bag there, lads. Alright. Oh, some canny flags and all. They've got all sorts in here, like. crash you after a day sack for your laddie mate. It's one ideal for him there, like 32 quid. Or another one there for 22. Got the right size for a young'un. Right, I'll bring us back in a bit. Little square. Coffee house and that. Alright. Oh, that's the army surplus store I was just in before there. Oh, alright. And apparently this is supposed to be the centre of Britain. Alright. Well, as you can see, everything's got it. The centre of Britain's laundrette. Suppose I know where to come if I need any washing done, like, if I'm up here for a long period of time. So, the centre of Britain's bar. And a proud Union Jack flying high. Alright, there's a few nice pubs up here, like there's a working man's club just down the bottom here. Let's have a walk down. I've had a few nice pints in there, like. Oh yeah, looks like everything's getting decorated around here. All the buildings are getting painted. They're from there, you. So this is it, look. Head and tail shop. What do them sell? For your animal feed and pet needs. That's what it's fucking about. Right. Well, in any rate, this is the back end of it, and there's the working man's club just down there, look. I've had a couple of nice pints in there, like if you ever come up, go for a pint in there, it's fantastic. Alright, and we're going to cross over, and there's a chippy just on the right hand side here. Amazing fish and chips. So, but like I say, this is Haltwhistle town centre. Alright, obviously these do B&Bs and that, and these bars. So even if you want to just come up here and then go for a mooch around beer sack, you know, just do that. So right, I learned it. Didn't see many of them around now, do you? Yeah. Well, there used to be a chippy here. Now it's gone now, right. Anyway, I'm going to head back to the car and I'll bring you back. Right, this is Haltwhistle Memorial Hospital. So I'll come up and let you have a look. Alright, obviously a little cenotaph where everybody lays their wreaths for all the fallen. Alright, and we've got all the wars here by the looks of it. So, in proud and grateful memory of those from this district who gave their lives in the Great War, 1914 to 1918, and in the World War, that'll be World War II, I think it is. 1939 to 1945. Come here, you two, I'll get you hold of yours. It doesn't cause any trouble. Alright, so that's it, look. Lovely that. And obviously these have been here for a while, these reefs, and they're still staying there. And we've got Haltwhistle 1914 to 1918, the First War. Well, just from here, look at. And our life's on the line for us lot. And a few more there, look at. 1939 to 45. So this is mainly for the First World War. There's all these names as well, look. So you got people from Haltwhistle, Borden Mill and Greenhead. Alright. And more from Borden Mill, Greenhead, Lamley, Slaggyford, Whitefield as well. That's a few in there. Alright, nice little grounds this. You can sit here and chill on a nice day. I'll take it home there, look for everybody. Lovely, lovely grounds this. Always come here, me and Sharon, when we come in. Always pay our respects to wherever we go, and we see a place for the lads where they get the wreaths put, and lasses. There's plenty of lasses lost their lives during the wars as well. Right, so that's it. Right, off we go then. Catch us in a bit.